in one sentence. That's impossible. It's a very weird show. Yeah, we wanted to do a show with Fred and Maya. We all sat down and we're fans of each other. And the show is a weird mix of David Lynch, Kieslowski, Wim Wenders, all these pretentious filmmakers, and also just two really funny people. So. Yes, I think it's a lot different. They're playing kind of normal people who are grounded. There's no wigs, no costumes. Yeah, and I think people, I hope, will be impressed with the range they show in the show.
Very funny because, I mean, those guys. Let's call it funny and touching, but way more than that. But we're going to stop there. Maya drew me to it because she is a very close friend, and Fred Armisen didn't hurt. Matt and Alan were like, what in the hell? And I don't know, it was a great job. That's what drew me to it. So I love Amazon. I'm going to work for them again in a minute.
Alan and I sort of got together and just, met with Fred and Maya and wanted to do a show together. And we wanted to do a show about a relationship. So we sort of talked a long time and decided to do sort of the show about a marriage. So the way we're describing the show is, Fred Armisen and Maya Rudolph are a married couple who are living in Riverside, California, and then a bunch of weird crap happens. Absolutely. Well, I mean, honestly, they have such chemistry together that it was almost 90% of our work was done because they were just so funny and so good together that, we knew that we had that core relationship at the center of the show. Honestly, for this show, they're playing a couple, they're not in wigs for this show. They're not playing Prince and Beyonce. They're just playing these kind of normal couple from Riverside, California. So I think our hope is that people will see a really new side of them and be really excited about that. We actually, when we were writing the show, we had this sort of character in mind, and we started saying, oh my God, it'd be so great if Catherine Keener would play this role. So much so that we started to say, we started to call the character Keener because we wanted it to be her so badly. And then Maya knew her and they were friends and she read the scripts and liked them. So we were just so happy that she agreed to do it. She's amazing. Amazing, they've supported us every step of the way through this process in a show that really takes some big swings structurally, conceptually, and in dialogue, and they've been great. It's been unbelievable.
Congrats. Oscar and June. Oscar is very much into repetition and discipline and doing the same thing every day.
And June is lifelong love of Oscars. They're a great team. They're great mates. And she's kind of someone who goes along with emotions until one day I think she feels like maybe she's not thrilled about doing what you're supposed to do all the time.
Now, we went backwards, meaning we wanted to work together first, and then we sought out a project.
Well, I mean, we sat down with Alan and told him that we wanted to do something together, and it could literally be anything. He was so enthusiastic, but also so excited about the prospect of there's a million roads to go down with the two of us. What could it be? And then he just has this air of excitement and professionalism about him, and set out and really did deliver exactly what he set out, which was, I think we create the show and we write from beginning to end before we shoot it, and then I'll give you guys ideas, let me know what you think, and then he did. You're going to see a lot of marriage. You're going to see people eating fish a lot.
A lot of fish.
A lot of fish. And maybe some disagreements, because that's part of life.
But a lot of it's a surprise, so we can't give too much away.
Are we going to learn to have better marriages because of the two of you?
Oh, no.
You might, and you might not. Does that say absolutely nothing? I mean, I don't know. I think it definitely messes with your head a little bit about the idea, the concept of forever and what that means. Yeah.
And
I think we try to impress each other more.
You think so?
I think so. I think I was a little bit more like, oh, I got to show that I can do other stuff
He's
for Maya.
very good at memorizing his lines. I was very impressed.
She's
We've
very
never
good at
done that
acting.
together before. But to be perfectly honest, it doesn't feel different to me than anything else we do. I think there's always like a preconceived notion that if we're not wearing wigs and like doing funny bits that we're doing something crazy and different, but it kind of just feels like the same. Plus, I think we both agreed, like, we're tired. It's nice to not wear wigs sometimes. It's great.
Well, for me, brand new
Yeah, same.
and fast.
Yeah, and freedom, beautiful creative freedom. I feel like they allowed us to make the show that we wanted to make, which is so exciting and actually very rare. And I feel very lucky.
I'm excited to see the fish.
You're gonna like it. You like trout almondine? You're gonna like
Oh,
it.
good memory.
Thank you.
But we shot this, 9 months ago. So recent.
Yeah.
Like having a baby.
Yeah.
We had a baby.
We had a little baby.
And we called her Forever.
Okay, so I play a character named Mark, who I'm really not allowed to say much about without giving a little bit away. But I will say that he's a very sarcastic kid, and that's about as much as I can say. And he's very funny, and it's such a fun role to play, and I can't wait till people actually see what I mean by that. Okay, the show is about a husband and wife who are sort of feeling like their days of marriage have become monotonous and a bit perhaps kind of suffocating, and then a series of events occur that forces them into a new situation and forces them to grapple with what it is to be married for a really, really long time. Yeah. They're so funny in different ways, but when you put them together, it's just like a perfect storm of hilariousness. And I just spent most of my time when I wasn't acting just laughing so hard and not even trying to keep up because I know that I couldn't. So I just enjoyed the ride. Yeah. In a bit like how Fred and Maya are, they have this ability to just become like one brain, like one big comedy, hilarious brain, and I immediately felt at home just talking to them, and there was never a feeling of like a boss employee kind of relationship. They're such grounded, just fun to work with guys. So it was really a pleasure.